Now let us study about application of Newton's second law. Now as we have already studied, the statement of Newton's second law is that the summation of all the forces that are applied on a body is given as mass into acceleration, where acceleration is of the body of mass m due to all the forces. Now the body will have acceleration when the forces are unbalanced forces. That means there will be a net value of the force which is going to drive mass m in a particular direction with a particular acceleration. Now let us understand this more with the help of example. Let us say that we are given this system of pulley. This is mass m2 and there is another body of mass m1. So these are hanging like this. Now when this system is set free and let us say that m2 is greater than m1, then we know that when the system is set free, obviously since m2 is heavier, it is going to move downward and m1 will move upward. So m2, the acceleration of m2 will be in downward direction while the acceleration of m1 will be in upward direction. Now the acceleration with which m2 is going to go down, with the same acceleration m1 is going to go up, because it is the same string going over the pulley. So both the bodies will move with the same acceleration. Now because of the string there will be tension also. Here the tension will be in upward side and this is also the tension will be in upward side, and from this point of contact the same tension will be like this. Now if we make a free body diagram of this situation, then for each one of them, let us say for m1 first, let us say this is m1. So for m1 we know that its weight is directed downwards, so there will be m1g in the downward direction. There is tension in upward direction, so this will be a t, and the acceleration of the body, the movement of the m1 is in upward direction. So from now on, for such kind of questions with free body diagram, we are also going to specify the value of acceleration and its direction. It will help us in making equations. So this is free body diagram of m1. Similarly for m2, we can make free body diagram. The weight of m2 will be in downward direction. So there will be m2g in the downward direction, and in the upward direction there will be tension T. But m2 is going downward, so there will, with same acceleration, it is moving in downward direction. Now by using equations of motion, we can make equations for both the conditions. For m1, the body is moving upward, the acceleration is in upward direction. That means the net force on m1 is in upward direction. I'll repeat, since the acceleration of m1 in upward direction, that means all the forces that are applied on m1, the result of all those forces is in upward direction. So we can say that tension is greater than m1g. That is why the body is moving up. So using this, we can write T minus m1g. It is the net force on m1, and this should be equal to ma. So m here is m1 and A is A simply, so this will be the equation of first body. Similarly, if we apply same concept, m2 is moving downward with acceleration A. That means m2g has to be greater than T because it is in downward direction. So we can write m2g minus T. This is the net force on m2. This will be equal to ma. So ma is here m2 into A. Now we can solve these two equations. Now if we add these two equations, then we can find the value of, this is what we get when we add the two equations, and from here we can find the value of A, the acceleration of the system. So this will be equal to m2 minus m1 upon m1 plus m2 into g. And similarly, if we put this value of A in either of the equations, we can find the value of T. So I am writing here directly, T will come out to be m1 m2 minus m1 square upon m1 plus m2 into g plus m1g. So from here the final value of T will be equal to 2 m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2 into g. These two results are very important. You should memorize them. For such kind of system, we can directly apply these two equations and find the answer. But other than that, the concept is important. You have to make, we are adopting the same steps. First, there is a system and we identify all the forces, the tension, the weight, the acceleration, all the forces are identified. Then free body diagram is made for each of the body, and then according to free body diagram we're going to write the equations, and then all that left is the mathematical part of solving the equation. So make sure that you understand this concept properly. Now another important thing is that because the mass m1 and m2 are hanging from pulley, that means this entire system of pulley and masses is going to put some force on the ceiling also. So we for this we consider pulley to be ideal pulley. So right here we consider the pulley to be ideal. When we say ideal, it means the pulley is massless and frictionless. So until unless it is specified in the question, otherwise we are going to consider the pulley as the massless pulley. Now since an ideal pulley, now since the pulley is ideal, there is no mass or no friction in the pulley. That means the only force that is applied by the pulley on the ceiling will be these two forces in downward direction, and we know that these two forces are equal to T. So that means pulley is applying a force of 2T on ceiling. We have 1T in this on this string because of m2. So this 1T will be in downward direction, this will be because of m1 in downward direction. So total force on the pulley in downward direction will be T plus T equals to 2T. Now let us do another example. Let us say that we are given another situation of pulley. Like this, there is a pulley and there is a block. It is connected to the pulley with a string, and the same string is coming down and another body is hanging on it. Let us say this is m1 and this is m2, and now we have to suppose find the acceleration. I'll write here solved example. Find acceleration of m1 and m2. Now the only direction in which this system will move will be in downward direction. m1 will not be able to pull m2 up without any force in this direction. If we are not applying any force, we are just releasing this situation, releasing this mass. So here obviously the system is going to go downward, m2 will move downward, let us say with acceleration a. Then because this is the same string, m1 will move in this direction with acceleration a. Because of m2 there will be tension in the string in this direction, and because of m1 there will be tension in the string in this direction. Also there will be weight acting downward. For m2 it is m2g. For m1 it is kept on a horizontal surface, so m1g will be acting downward, and there will be a normal reaction because of this surface in upward direction. Let us say this is n. Now these are all the forces. Now I'll make free body diagram. So let us make free body diagram of m1 first for this weight. So for m1 there is m1g acting downward, and in the reaction force in upward direction is n. Now the only force that is remaining is T in this direction. So there we have T in this direction, and m1 is moving in this direction, so we'll write the direction of A, the acceleration. Similarly, we can make free body diagram of m2. So there is m2g in downward direction, there is tension in upward direction, and the body is moving downward, so the direction of acceleration is this. Now if we write the equations, then for this condition the body is moving in horizontal direction towards the right. That means neither n nor m1g is going to help the body in moving in the horizontal direction. The only force that is applied in the horizontal direction is T. So here we can directly write that T equals to, we are going to apply same thing. T is the total force. It should be equal to mass into acceleration. Mass is m1 and acceleration is a. So this will be the equation for m1. Similarly for m2, it is moving in downward direction, so it will be m2g minus t equals to m2a. Now these are the two equations. Now if we solve them, can simply add them, t will get cancelled out, and we will have m2g equals to m1 plus m2a. So the value of acceleration will be m1 plus m2 upon m2 into g. And similarly we have been asked only acceleration, but if the tension is also asked, then we can put this value of acceleration in either of the equation and find the value of t.